throwing off the vibe, man, that don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goons, stack with me, don't come through, the bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making, in the making, a young tycoon that's sticking it, tie for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the moves, stack with me, don't come through, the bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me a assist.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man is Gotw, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Dallas Gotw, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
73, 63.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Prescott, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
We're going to 53. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Gotw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Gotw. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Here's a 2nd and 7. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That one down the field for Ferguson. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Gotw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles 1st.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 73, 73.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Swift.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They will run it with Swift here. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
63.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Touchdown! Quez Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it And
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Pollard going to try the right side. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard pickup.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, That's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.